The conclusion of World War II in 1945 brought both relief and a profound sense of transformation to a world scarred by conflict. The war had left unprecedented devastation in its wake, but it also provided an opportunity for nations to come together in pursuit of peace and reconstruction. This video explores the global landscape in the aftermath of World War I, highlighting key events, major powers involved, and the monumental efforts to rebuild and reshape a shattered world. The birth of the United Nations. 1. A quest for collective security. In 1945, the United Nations was founded, replacing the League of Nations as the primary international organization for maintaining peace and security. 2. Multilateral diplomacy. The aim to foster cooperation among member states, provide a forum for diplomatic dialogue, and facilitate international efforts to address global challenges. The division of Germany in the Cold War. 1. Occupation zones. Germany, defeated and divided, was split into zones of occupation controlled by the Allied powers, the United States, Soviet Union, Britain, and France. 2. Emergence of the Iron Curtain. Tensions between the democratic Western Allies and the Communist Soviet Union gave rise to the ideological divide known as the Iron Curtain, setting the stage for the Cold War. Marshall Plan and European recovery. 1. Economic reconstruction. The Marshall Plan, initiated by the United States in 1948, provided financial aid to war-torn European nations, jump-starting their economic recovery. 2. Integration and cooperation. The Marshall Plan laid the foundation for the economic integration of Western Europe and fostered cooperation among nations that had been adversaries in the war. The decolonization movement. 1. Dismantling empires. The post-war era saw a surge in decolonization movements, as colonies around the world sought independence from colonial powers. 2. Emergence of new nations. Nations in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East gained independence, reshaping the geopolitical landscape and giving rise to a new era of global politics. The formation of NATO and Warsaw Pact. 1. Military alliances. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the Warsaw Pact emerged as military alliances, with NATO comprising Western democracies and the Warsaw Pact led by the Soviet Union and its satellite states. 2. Armed standoff. These alliances reflected the military and ideological standoff between the United States and its Western allies and the Soviet Union and its Eastern Bloc. The era of superpower rivalry. 1. Arms race and space race. The United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a tense arms race, developing nuclear arsenals and competing for dominance in space exploration. 2. Proxy wars. The Cold War era witnessed proxy conflicts around the world, with nations aligning themselves with either the United States or the Soviet Union in ideological and geopolitical struggles. The post-World War II era was a period of immense challenges and opportunities, as nations grappled with the aftermath of global conflict and sought to rebuild and redefine their roles on the world stage. The lessons learned from this era continue to shape international relations and underscore the imperative of diplomacy, cooperation, and the pursuit of lasting peace in our complex and interconnected world.